Hey guys, welcome back. We're back outside today, and today we are going to finally be moving these boxwoods. So if you haven't seen that video when I extended this garden bed, go back and check it out. But a few weeks ago, I made this garden bed a little bit deeper, and when I did that, I realized I was going to have to move the boxwoods because now they're not all the way up against the edge, which could be fine. I could leave room for them to grow back a little bit, but they're throwing me off. And to be honest, they were never really positioned exactly as I would have wanted anyway. I'm not the one who put these in the ground initially. It was done by the previous landscapers, and there was a miscommunication there. I actually didn't want them to do it, but because I had them set out here, they thought I was telling them to put them in the ground, so they did, and I just left them there. So now I figured, now that I've extended the garden bed and how it looks is bothering me, I might as well take the time and move the boxwoods back. When I extended the bed, it was mid-August, and at that point I felt it was too hot to risk moving the boxwoods. But now it's mid-September, the weather's a little bit cooler, and I figured now would be a better time to move the boxwoods. It's still warm enough out, and there'll be enough time for them to hopefully root back in before the winter cold comes. So that's the main project for today. I might try and get a few more plants in this bed as well, but we'll see how the time goes. All right, let's get to digging. If you guys see me jump, it's because there is a lizard that is living here, I think in this one. So at some point he's gonna run out and probably scare the crap out of me. Full disclosure. And I did know when I was laying this cardboard out that I was going to have to move some of it out of the way when I decided to move the boxwoods. I was okay with that though. This is gonna seem really dumb because some of these I'm not even gonna move all that much. This one, for example, I think I might only move it over a little bit, but let me see when I get the rest of them out because I think I'm gonna spread them out more than would be ideal, but I don't think I wanna buy more in all honesty. So I think I wanna make these 5 work. So I'm gonna dig them all out and then I'm gonna position them. Now that we have the first 3 out, let's start to think about placement at least. Oh, is there 6 of them? I said 5 before. There's actually 6 of them. Okay. You see, what I'm questioning right now is whether I need to move these three. Maybe I can leave this one and then shift these, because these two are pretty much at the end of the bed. It's just the spacing. The distance between this one and this one is significantly different. And to be fair, I'm probably not going to measure the distance, so it's not going to be exact either way. But I'm just thinking, if I take this one up, I can't really move it back. It's pretty much where it needs to be. Then I have these two. Maybe I just move this one this way a little bit, which seems dumb on some level. And I'm going to disrupt these plants to move them just a couple of inches. But like I said, I wouldn't have placed them how and where they were placed. So it's always bothered me a little bit. And then it bothered me even more when I extended the bed. Maybe it's more the shape of this one. They planted it kind of low. You know, maybe if I shape this one up so it's not so round. The others are a little more cone shaped. Okay, let me try moving this one down a little bit, even though on some level I think it's silly. I hope I don't kill all these plants because I'm being silly. Ugh. But we'll see. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pull all of them out. This is definitely going down as one of the craziest things I've ever done. Moving a bunch of plants a few inches. God, I hope they don't all die. Okay guys, so these last two boxwoods nearly did me in. This was so difficult. I don't know if you guys can really tell, but I can barely get my shovel in to try and get this boxwood out. The first four boxwoods really were not that difficult to get out at all. It only took me a few minutes to get the other ones out. And at first, I had no idea what was going on with this boxwood. I could not understand why I couldn't get this out of the ground. Eventually, I realized that there were so many really thick tree roots. I think it's coming from my neighbor's tree that made getting this boxwood out of the ground so challenging. You guys will see in a little bit, I actually give up on this one for a little bit and move on to the second to last boxwood because I was getting so frustrated. I'm telling you guys, it took me as long to take this one boxwood out of the ground as it did all the first four. It was insane and seriously nearly did me in. And there goes the shovel. Oh man. Okay, guys, we did it. As you can see, it's nighttime now. Okay, it's after 7 o'clock. My phone died, and it was a good thing too because I was extremely frustrated and just needed to get the project done. This is definitely one of the craziest things I've done in a hot minute in my garden. I exerted so much energy to move these boxwoods just a few inches. I gotta say though, I actually do think they look better. Nobody else is gonna think that. Everybody else is going to say it looks exactly the same and it wasn't worth the effort, and you're probably right, but I'm still happy that I did it. It actually wasn't that bad going until I got to this end here. I'm pretty sure it's a bunch of tree roots from my neighbor's tree made it so difficult. I was really struggling. You guys saw I couldn't get that boxwood out. Then I finally, it took me as long to get that one boxwood out as it did to get the other 5 out. No joke. And then I had to extend the holes and cut through more tree roots. It was a mess. I'm exhausted. I was digging holes with my bare hands at one point. I'm exhausted. I'm dirty. This was crazy, but I'm glad it's done. The boxwoods are definitely planted a little bit high, but I'm definitely going by Erin from Garden Answers credo: plant it high, won't die. Plant it low, it won't grow. And also, I can't dig any more holes. I just can't. Whew. This was a struggle. But I think in the end, it will be worth it. So that's it, guys. I need to go collapse, okay? Thanks for coming along. Thanks for joining me in the madness. And as always, guys, I hope you get a chance to get outside and enjoy your garden. Don't work too hard, please. For my sake, don't work too hard. Until next time, guys, bye. Here's a quick shot of the final product. Sorry it's nighttime, but that's what we're dealing with. Oh my God, this is crazy. But everybody's in. Finally. Oh man. Bye.